Hello, Fee. How's your day been? Busy. Very, very busy. But that's just going to be my day for the rest of, for about the next week. It's just going to be very busy. But that's okay. Yeah, it's certainly not bad. So, we at least got that going for us. And how about you, Fee? How are you? How are things? Doing pretty well. Trying to convince yourself to finish coloring or drawing. Do it. Do it. Oh, man. This used to be our intro song, and it's still so freaking good. Anyway, greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan. Welcome to the stream. It is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. It is late, and that's because I had a busy day today, as we were just talking about while the starting soon screen rolled. I had to go take care of stuff with family, had to take care of stuff around the house because we got family coming by soon. So I was like, man, we gotta do stuff. We gotta go. Man, I see you there, and I hate seeing you there. I don't know if I can realistically fix that right now. Sure can't. Not right this minute, anyway. Problem for later. Anyway, so I had mentioned on Tuesday that I needed to do one more stream between now and next Thursday, and because obviously we weren't here at our normal time because we would have been streaming 6 hours ago today. I won't be here tomorrow for Power Couple. I won't be here on Sunday for Production Day. I won't be here on Tuesday for the Let's Play Day. Our next stream after this one will be in a week. On what day of the week is that? On the 25th of May, which is a Thursday, and we will be starting up After Us, which is one of the things we're going to check out today. So we have two agenda items today, reactions and the PlayStation Showcase, okay? So the games that we'll be checking out that are coming out in the upcoming days is After Us, The Lord of the Rings, Gollum, Above Snakes, Shame Legacy, the System Shock remake, and Far World Pioneers. And then we are also going to we are going to do some little predictions and chatty chats, little chatteroonies around the PlayStation State of Play Showcase that is taking place on the 24th? 24th, yeah. That is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes! So, yes. We'll be doing that. Fee, thank you so much for the 16 months. Well, that's odd. It popped up right below me, but I am very confident that it was also supposed to do a drop down. But I don't know why it didn't. Let me take a little look of Rooney's right here. Like they're muted, so it shouldn't make noise. It's supposed to drop down. Like, it's supposed to do this little doodad, but it's also supposed to drop down. Does it drop down on this screen? Yes. Problem for later. We'll fix this, bro, later. We'll figure out why that's not doing what it's supposed to later. All right. That's always a nice little bowl of nervous when stuff just like doesn't work. Like it worked, but it also didn't work. Oh wait. I think I saw what the problem was. Hang on. I remuted it. Okay, it showed up though. Fixed it. Nice. All right. Fee, you have resubscribed to me 4 times in a row now. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I appreciate it a lot, Fee. Oh, man. Okay, so that all aside, we're going to do a reaction first just to, like, let notifications go out and stuff before we get into the prediction for the state of play. That way, because let people get in here and stuff. That way, hopefully, we have more than just me and Fee talking about what we think might be there during the state of play. We're going to check out After Us. Is going to be the first game that we check out. So everyone, if you're, oh wait, no, pause. Hello, bro. What stream category are you in? That's right, it's Stream Raiders, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get Stream Raiders started, shall we? Jeez, look at me. God. First day on the job. Noob. Fucking noob. What a fucking scrub. Anyway, Earth is, okay. Water is good against fire and earth, and they only get water. They only get fire and earth. That's a good day for us, baby. Good day for us, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what quest I have. What do you want me to place? What do you want? Vampires. I like vampires, but like, yeah, all right, we'll do it anyway. We're gonna go way down here. Place your units, everybody. All right, and then we're gonna get started with the first reaction, which is After Us, which is the game that we will be starting up on Thursday, the 25th. It technically comes out on the 23rd, but we won't be here on the 23rd, so we will not have a chance to play it on the game that it releases. But this is the next game that will be the focus of our Let's Play streams on Tuesday and Thursday, and that is After Us. And I expect to cry a lot. So just be aware of that, that's what we're signing up for. All right. Okay. If you are new here, everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for checking out the stream or checking out the VOD. I appreciate you a lot. We are going to do some reactions today, as well as talk about the PlayStation Showcase. But the reactions, the way that these work is I'm going to read an intro, and then we'll check out the trailer. We'll talk about the trailer. I'll read an outro, and then we'll make faces. Face gets used in the thumbnail, rinse and repeat. We do these live on stream because it makes for a more interactive and dynamic experience, both for myself as the content creator, as well as people that'll be watching it later on YouTube. We've been maintaining a daily upload on YouTube for about 11 months now. So come mid-June, we will be 1 full year of a video every single day with no misses. Swole up in here. Ow. Hiccups hurt. They hurt a lot. Rude. Yeah, and it's just something fun for us to do together as a community. So, if you have BTTV, you have access to this YouTube Swan. Otherwise, there is a subscriber emote that is YT Swan. You can use whichever you want, but the YouTube Swan, you will need BTTV in order to use it. You can also use any other emote you want. It's just a way to say hi to the new YouTube video. You can use the YouTube Swan, the Pog Swan, the Re Swan, the Hi Swan. You can use an emote from my channel, your channel, anyone else's channel. Moves chat along, just says hi. And let's go and get into the first one. Let's go ahead and get into this first one. Calm down. Himiko. Good Lord, trying to murder people. Murder people. All right. Let's get a drink of water. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out After Us. Now, we checked out After Us before, and man, this game, it's going to destroy my soul and my heart, and there is going to be lots of fluid leaking from my eyes that I just won't be able to explain. After Us is this beautiful game. It releases May 23rd. I intend to play it. We'll be playing it on Twitch on May 25th, and I don't know who you are exactly in this, but you are traveling around a post-apocalyptic world trying to restore life using the souls of the last animals of different species. The one that they show off in some of the earlier trailers was like a wiener dog, and it's the last dog that ever lived. And you are carrying that soul to a new place in order to like rebirth the planet or something like that. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm depressed thinking about it. So we have two new trailers to check out for this. We have the gameplay walkthrough trailer and the gameplay trailer. They are technically different trailers. One was a month ago on March 24th. One was on May 23rd. So we're going to jump in and we'll start our feelings party right now. It is louder than I expected. Such a beautiful game. I say that looking at logos.
Hello, I'm Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
One of the two game directors at Piccolo Studio. Together with Private Division, we're bringing to life an exciting new title called After Us. Today, we're going to showcase just a glimpse of the desolate city district.
Ew, what's that?
At this point in the game, Gaia has awoken to find
play
her
as
world
Gaia?
void of any life, and she sets off to find what remains.
Okay. That's a whole different perspective, that we're playing as Gaia.
Journeys through the wall, alone. But there is still hope. And with this hope, Gaia can sing, calling out for signs of life in the world. And use her
that's
heart
super neat.
to interact with the environment around her.
Oh, that's so cool. This game just got
This
so much
world
cooler.
is all-consuming, and will challenge Gaia across her
Oh,
journey.
oh no. No, 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 no.
Yet, if Gaia can succeed, there is still hope to restore life to the world.
See, Peppo. I'm gonna cry a lot. Oh man, I'm gonna cry a lot. I'm just letting you know right now. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this game. Okay, next. Jesus. All right, I'm fine. Not fine. These environments are cool. Burbs. Kitties. Horrible monsters. Big surprise, the horrible monsters are humans. Do you think that this game might have a bit of like socio-economical political commentary going on? I think it might, just a little bit. Might be, you know, humans suck. Just a bit, says Fee. Okay, that's After Us. It's going to be available on, I don't know what all. I know it's for sure going to be on Xbox Series X and S on Steam. We're going to be playing it on Steam. Hopefully it doesn't have like a big Pupinski Steam port. That's so cool that we're playing as Gaia. Also completely changes the perspective of the story, right? Because you're Gaia. Oh man, is it actually available for pre-order yet? No, it's still up for pre-purchase but we do not know how much it's going to be. After Us requires a controller in order to play. Playing with a keyboard and mouse isn't supported. That's fine. I like to play with a controller in most things that aren't RTS games or shooters. That's it. I'm good at words. Oh, man. Well, I don't think it's actually going to be a very complicated game. Looking at it, it kind of reminded me in a lot of ways of like Little Nightmares, which I played both Little Nightmares games and I enjoyed them a lot. But they weren't extremely complex games. They are definitely like very small, light puzzle games that they're not easy in a couple of spots. There's definitely a couple of the puzzles or a couple of the things you're trying to get away from that can be rather challenging. But overall, I'd say the games are fairly easy to approach. And I think that this game will be in that same vein. And looking at it, it's going to be definitely more about the story, the environment, the atmosphere, and the commentary that you are experiencing as you go through it. And I think it's going to be lovely. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be sad. I think it's going to be depressing. And I can only hope that the game has a happier ending, because I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, because that sounds possible. But if Gaia completes her mission, then at least, maybe some sort of life can live on in some way. The question will be, will human life live on in any way? Because everything that Gaia was touching and gathering up the spirits of, I'm okay. What? So all the spirits that Gaia was touching were animals, right? And I don't know how many animals you need for Gaia to restore the planet, right? Okay. What if at the end of the game, the last spirit that you get, which is humanity's spirit, God damn it, is a child spirit? I'm okay. Oh my God, I'm not ready for this game at all. I'm not ready. I haven't even played the damn thing yet. All right, anyway. So that's After Us. I'm a mess. I haven't even played the game yet. Oh God. I'm not going to make it through this game, y'all. We're playing it. We're starting it on Thursday, May 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch, twitch.com/Schwan_. Oh, I'm a gooey mess. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I made myself break down. Good job, me. Cool. Let me know what you thought about the game. Put your thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you can't tell, I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. Two great places to do so are Twitter and Discord. I'm very active on both. Let's have a conversation. Just as we've been having a conversation here with chat, because this video was recorded live on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Focus. Thank you. The trailer didn't even get me. The trailer isn't even the thing that got me. I got myself. That's the thing. I got myself with that. Ugh. Self-own. Because I'm telling you what, if the last spirit that we get, that we have to save to win the game, to have Gaia, the spirit of Earth, restore the Earth to a form of life, if the last spirit is a child, I will just cry a lot. Ah! Ah! I'm okay. I'm fine. Okay, let's do another one. I'm fine. Really. Sure, let's look at this weird wonky thing. Which one of these do we like better? I think this one. You need me to play it instead? No, I'll be fine. I think. All right. Everyone put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy, whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. See, just follow the mental script and we'll get through it, you know? Just read the teleprompter that's beamed onto the back of your eyelids. You've said that phrase so many times, you're fine. It'll reset you on course, you know? Just, oh, we're focused again. See? We're back. Tears are gone. For now. Jesus. Okay. Okay, all right. We're here. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Shame Legacy. I don't know why I said that like Gauntlet Dark Legacy, but I know why. It made me think of it. That said, these games are nothing alike. This is nothing like Gauntlet, okay? This is a first-person horror survival game. I don't know in what way you are, whether it's, you know, something along like Layers of Fear, or if it's more maybe along the lines of like, you know, Demonologist or whatever. That's what we're here to find out. That said, this game releases on the 30th, and at least at the point of this recording, now mind you, I did have to record this a little early, there's just not much coverage for this game. So we're going to do our best with what we got, which is a 50-second announcement trailer and a 2.5-minute long gameplay trailer. Decent, but not, I would have liked just a little bit more, but, you know, I'll stop complaining and we'll start playing. So here we go. Oh, I'm sure you're fine. He's fine. He's just hanging out. You broke your road to the coals. Oh. Oh, goody. You know, I was going to say I wouldn't go in that door, but judging what was behind you, I get it. No. Now it looks like a great fun thing to be in front of you, too. That said, this game looks really rough. Like, oof.
There's nothing to be scared of.
It's coming to everything bar the Switch. When this announcement trailer was from March 2023, so it's not even that old. That's just a happy path of nope. Oh yeah, is that what it is? Okay, so here's the gameplay trailer. Let's see if this helps us at all. Are we in HD? As HD as we can be. All right. The way the camera was moving in that made my head uncomfortable. Big mood.
And it's led you to that evil cult.
Why is everything blurry? Like, just everything. I realize that they're, like, having a hallucination or something right now, but damn, in the first trailer, everything seemed blurry. Everything still seems blurry.
A cane.
What is this shit?
It's a cane, bro.
From that crazy preacher.
It's mine. I'm sure of it.
Hi. Oh, okay. How long is that effective for? Bro. Cane? Oh, no? Alright. Yeah, I see that.
Where are you?
Who's Amy? Buddy, use the cane. This... Oh, okay.
Please, don't hurt them. Please open the door.
Use the cane. Start busting down doors and throwing demons out of the way with the cane. Blurry videos are annoying to people who have not great eyesight to begin with. You pay a lot of money to see clearly, damn it. Fair. That looks like a barn, not a house. It's all about the cane, baby. Why is everything horrible and evil and following you? So goodbye.
Amy, I finally did it.
Did what?
I told them that I'm leaving the cult.
You're not allowed to leave the cult, buddy. That's not how this works. That's not what you get to do with cults. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah. Sounds like this person hasn't made a lot of very good decisions in their life as a whole. So that's Shame Legacy. I don't really know how I feel about it because I also don't feel like it showed us a whole lot. It just showed us like running down burning house hallways. And that's it. Like initially I was like, all right, so you got this staff and you're going to use it to like push off the demon, but it didn't like really. It just like was like a stun grenade, I guess, because he just like instead of using the staff anymore, he's like, well, better run. Made it in the house, better keep running. Like, I think it'd potentially be an interesting game, but the blur effects are killing me. I would not want to play it based on the blur effects alone. Just everything is blurry in the whole game. And like, here's the thing. We're watching a 1080p video. My stream is 1080p. And this is like a maybe a 720p like window that this is in. So you have compressed footage being compressed into a smaller form, which normally will help make blur not look as bad because it's compressed down. So a lot of the things that get blurry, like the blur fades into the compression. If it looks blurry even here, imagine what it looks like on the screen in front of me where it's only compressed by YouTube. Like, it looks rough. And, you know, you were talking about the head motions. I forget what game it was. There was a game that was made by like a Thailand company, one of those, and it was like a really well-made horror game that a lot of people loved a lot, and then it ended up being taken off of Steam for like political reasons. There was a big kerfuffle about it. And a friend of mine got a copy of the download and sent it to me, and he was like, this is really cool, you should try this out. I know you're not normally into horror games. I was like, yeah, sure, buddy, I'll try it out. And I fired it up, and I had my guy walk 2 steps, and the head went bloop, bloop. And I mean like wobble wobble. And I was like, holy shit. I don't normally have issues with like motion sickness in video games, whether it's even VR, don't have motion sickness in that. First person perspective games, no issues in that. But this game, the wobble was so strong. I was like, whoa, no. And I went into the settings and started to look for ways. There was no way to turn the head wobble down. I was like, I don't know how you played this. This feels unplayable as hell to me. Because like, I'm like, this motherfucker was just walking around like this. And this wasn't quite that bad, but I can definitely see where it'd be an issue for you. That's a shame. I'll throw up from the dizziness. Yeah, it's a big no-go. I mean, and who knows? Maybe there's an option in the settings menu to disable the head wobble and stuff like that. Thankfully, more games are starting to get that, but I know it's not always something that's there, and it's not like you can easily check without turning the game on. Given that this is hyper indie too, I'm not sure on where it'll land in that space either, because some indie developers are willing to take the time to put in the effort to offer those adjustments, and some of them don't have the time or the money to do it. So we'll see. That's Shame Legacy. I really don't know how I feel about it at all. Like, there looks like there is the foundation, the essence, the odeur of what could be a pretty neat horror survival experience in there, but I think it's literally covered up by a bunch of blur and wobble and a kind of awkward presentation overall. I also get the impression that this game is like maybe 2 hours long, 4 on the high end, right? Like, it's definitely one of those games that people are like, it's a great horror experience, rather than saying that it's a good game. So, I don't know. That's Shame Legacy. Releases on May 30th on everything bar the Nintendo Switch. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear from you. Put them down in the comments below. If you can't tell, I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. And 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Very active on both. Let's have a conversation similar to the one that we've been having with chat, because this video was recorded live on Twitch, and we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Gotta squint. Gotta do the squint. And boy, howdy. My upbringing almost just came out at the end of that video. If you do go off another one of videos on the, or if I see you in the live stream, video stream, I might have grown up in the South. Just saying. Maybe. Maybe. All right. How much longer we got on that battle? Should be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right. We will hang out a bit, start this battle, and then after this battle, we will start talking about what we think we might see in the PlayStation Showcase. In the state of play. Hat, come here. Gotta put on the Illuminati hat. It's either the Illuminati hat or just the Swan hat, right? Swan streaming at night? Hello, hi Ellie. Yeah, outside of Fridays, I don't normally stream this late, but this is the only opportunity that I'm going to get to stream, and so we have to do it now. Because we got to do the production day stuff for the week after this Sunday, but I will not have another opportunity to stream between now and next Thursday. So, it's now or never, baby. What do we got? I need to buy these vampires. I want those. I want those. I will just buy it all. I got the muns. I can afford it. I only got 12,600. Oh, well, after buying that upgrade, I have exactly 12,600 gold. Let's ruin that though when we upgrade this berserker. 555. That's a fine number as well. Here it is. Ooh, the Orc Slayer. He's going to be level 22. I think I'm finally about to finish Bellabog. I'm about to go to the overworld. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed the next area. I haven't finished it yet. I thankfully did get far enough in it to get access to the grind missions, essentially. Because, like, there was one of the, like, the Ascension materials that I couldn't get because I didn't have access to the mission to do it. And I was like, well, shit, how do I get them? And they're like, you can trade 2 for 1 of your other materials. And I'm like, that sounds terrible. And so I was like, well, and it said, like, you can get them here. And I was like, where is here? It's just in the next zone. And there's a couple of other things that, like, there's a calyx and a couple of, like, the places where you can grind relics, the shadow corridor of shadows or whatever they're called, and the ascension materials and stuff. And I was like, yes, I'm glad I found them. I needed those. So, but I won't say anything about the story experience there. I will not even share my current opinion on it. I will leave that completely up to you and your opinions. I needed relics too, but admittedly I was trying really hard to not use my Trailblazer power to get relics because I only had access to purple relics. And once you get to Trailblazer level 40 and get your equilibrium to level 3. So when you go up one more tier of equilibrium and everything like that, you get access to missions that will give you 5-star gold relics. And I was like, that's worth my time and resources. And so now that I've gotten to that point, thankfully I can start getting those, because it just felt really bad to be like, you're getting all, do you want to burn some resources on these there purples? And I'm like, they're not bad, but I know there's better ones that I just can't get yet. And it's not going to be cost effective to just like pay it forward wise. So, all right. I see Athena squeezed in there, that little marble necromancer. Very nice. Very nice. Got 1 more minute before we start this battle. And then while this battle runs, I'm going to go change shirts and then also clean my nose, because I managed to make myself cry a lot. This guy. This guy. Making people cry. Making himself cry. Nerd. I had to look at what song this was. I was like, this song is fire. What is this from? It's from freaking Code Vein, man. All right, I see Fee's 6th placement. Let's go. I had a feeling Fee was going to get that 6th placement in, so I was waiting to give them the chance to do so. Okay, I'll be right back. Place this. I'll be right back. Some weird noises going on upstairs. Athena, is everything okay? We'll go with the Illuminati. The Illuminati. They know all. They've seen it. They've seen the truth. The all-seeing eye will tell us what's going to be in the Sony state of play. Okay. 20 gold and a vampire going to Fee and Athena. Ew. It's a lot of enemies. I don't like it. We're gonna go top left this time. Place units, everybody. All right, let's get in position to talk about the upcoming Sony state of play. So, first question to everybody. If I just leave this playing, because this will just keep looping, is this distracting? Let me know. I'm going to let it play for a moment. It's only like 15 seconds long, so it's a pretty short loop, but I think having this as just something that's playing is a little bit better than just like a static image. I just want to make sure that it's not too distracting, you know? So let me know while I move a couple of things around. Seems okay. Okay. All right. We need to pick a song to start us off. Let me see what we got in here. Which one is this? Maybe it could be a bit smaller. That is harder to do. It's like I can do different windows, but I don't like the empty space around me. I don't really like for YouTube videos. Because like I can make it smaller, but the problem is then you start to have like this gap between like this gap here, and like my camera stops right here. Like the windows are actually covering up the nothing behind them. It's a look behind the curtain. It's all a facade. I don't think I have any other good scenes set up for it. Because like this, it's not on there at all. It's also a little hard to see chat with this particular setup. This used to be like, it's still kind of hard to see there too. And then this one, there's no window. Chat's in a box. Although one nice thing with this one, you can't see the plug up there. I could add the scene, nested scene. Where is it? Central monitor. Add this guy like right there. Make him relatively the same size as the chat box. I think they're about the same. Oh wait, why'd you move so far, my guy? I think they're relatively the same size now. Ish. Hang on. How's that? I'm just worried about me, because like I move around, right? So I'm worried about me being like, mostly this one. We'll see how it goes. I feel like this might be a fine setup. We can try it. I mean, what else are we doing with ourselves, right? That's what we do all the time, is we try out new shit on this platform, this channel. Okay. Give me just one extra moment here. Okay. Okay, and we'll use this song. All right. Here we go. All right, everybody, if you want to do it again, put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your re-swans, whatever emote you prefer. My channel, your channel, or anyone else's. And then we'll get started. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and we're just going to kind of hang out and chill for a moment and talk about what we think might be at the upcoming PlayStation Showcase, the State of Play. Are they calling it State of Plays anymore? This just says PlayStation Showcase. Are we just calling them showcases now? They used to be called Sony State of Plays, and everyone's hated the name. Maybe that's why they're not called that anymore. Anyway, so there's going to be a State of Play. At the time that this video goes live, it's going to be like tomorrow, I think. I think this is going to go live on the 23rd. So we're going to be talking about what we think might be there, as well as maybe placing a bet or two on what may or may not be there. Now, a couple of things about this. This is supposed to be pretty long. It's supposed to be upwards of an hour, if I remember their announcement correctly, which is fairly lengthy for Sony. A lot of the times their State of Plays are like what are they normally? They're like 20 minutes at most, like, or sometimes even shorter than that. Very, very short. So this is going to be fairly lengthy, and this is going to be, I mean, in a way, I guess it's going to be the initial kickoff of the announcement spree, the summer celebration of games. I don't want to just call it the Summer Games Fest, because that is one thing that's happening, and like, that's a great name, Jeff Keighley, you bastard. Summer Game Fest is a fantastic name for your own, like, not E3 style showcase. But at the same time, it's like also a great name to talk about everything else that everyone else is doing, because we got the Summer Games Fest, we got the the Xbox showcase, we got the Ubisoft Direct. What else is there? Hang on, I got a list. I can tell you everything that's coming up in the very, very near future. Here we go. So we got the PlayStation Showcase, we got the Tribeca Festival June 7th, Summer Game Fest June 8th, Days of Play June 9th and 10th, Xbox plus the Bethesda Showcase on the 11th, Starfield Direct on the 11th, Ubisoft Forward on the 12th. So, like, in the next couple of weeks, we are going to see a whole lot of announcements. Looks like stated plays are geared to be out 20 minutes, where showcases are bigger. Maybe that's the difference, is about size. So this is going to be the initial kickoff on that, and just as a heads up, we will be doing similar videos and predictions for a lot of those other showcases as well. But so we're going to talk about what we think might be there and what might not be there, specifically at the Sony PlayStation Showcase, okay? Because they didn't say like what to expect. I know that they said a variety of titles is kind of the most detail that we have, but like with the Nintendo Directs, right, they'll be like, yo, expect, you know, nothing but third-party indies, and you're like, okay, Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, not gonna be there. And especially Nintendo now will just be like, yeah, there's gonna be Pokemon there, dog, and everyone's like, oh shit, there's gonna be Pokemon there. Whereas, you know, anyway, so yeah, Sony, what do we think's going to be there? All right, I'll list out some options. Let's also talk about whether I think those options are possible or not. So at the top of the list, we got Death Stranding 2. Now, Death Stranding, when it first released, was a PlayStation exclusive, latest title by one and only Hideo Kojima from Kojima Studios after he broke free from the chains that are Konami. And Death Stranding 2 was shown off for the first time at the Game Awards back in December of 2022. I don't think that Death Stranding 2 is going to be there, okay? Unless Death Stranding 2 is much closer than I'm expecting, I don't know if it's here yet when they just announced it in December. You think they're going to intro with Death Stranding 2? I mean, if they're going to, if Death Stranding 2 is going to be there, they're probably going to intro it or outro it, right? And I'm not sure how Sony handles their showcases, because with their state of plays, they normally close big rather than open big. So, but also, there's some other stuff on here that it's like, if you're looking at what could or could not be that big thing that just closes it out, and then they're like, yeah, we'll see you in August, everybody, and then it fades to black. Like, there's some other stuff in here that it's like, you would have competition on that slot, right? A couple other options is Ghost of Tsushima 2. I'm not sure how close that could be with Sucker Punch Studios. Ghost of Tsushima wasn't that long ago. I mean, it feels like a long time ago, but game development takes a really long time, right? So, I mean, maybe, but I don't think that would be anything that would be immediate either. There has been that rumor going around, though, that we're getting a Horizon Zero Dawn remake. Now, I know that that's already like a, right? Because Horizon Zero Dawn released in 2017 for the PlayStation 4, and people are like, you're going to remake a game that is barely even 5 years old? But here's where it is, all right? Yes, they are, okay? Because the original Horizon was it was a work of mastery, but it was on the PlayStation 4 and was limited by it, okay? And there's this big push to get stuff on PlayStation 5, and on top of that, everyone was like, why the hell did Naughty Dog remake The Last of Us Part 1, right? Last of Us Part 1 remastered still looks pretty good. Why'd you need a remake? Because of the HBO show. That's why. There was no other real reason. Like, they said they wanted it for you know, future-proofing it and stuff like that. No, it's because a whole bunch of people watched The Last of Us on HBO Max and then went, this is based off a game? I'm gonna go buy the game. There is a Horizon Zero Dawn show coming. I don't remember who's making it, whether it's HBO or Netflix or Peacock or who fucking ever, Hulu. I don't know. That's why they're going to remake Horizon Zero Dawn. And they're going to have a nice big fancy version to put on the PlayStation 5. And it's not for us. It is for people to buy that watch the stream show. That's strictly what it is. Mostly just guessing. It'll at least be shown. Kojima has been posting a lot on Death Stranding on social media. Kojima just posts a lot, though. Like, I don't know how many times I've seen pictures of Kojima being like, with like some random celebrity on the freaking Zoom call behind him, and he's like, check it out, I'm talking to insert any celebrity you can imagine. And it's like, oh, okay, are they in Death Stranding too? And he's like, no, he's just my friend. And you're like, okay, Kojima, that's cool, buddy, you're really weird. But by all means. No, I mean, it absolutely could be. There's still more that we can talk about. I don't know what the time frame is on that Horizon Zero Dawn show. If it is around the corner, then they would need to announce the remake for Horizon Zero Dawn fairly soon. I think that Naughty Dog already was upset that they didn't get the Part 1 remake out on all platforms before the HBO show was out and finished, because they probably believe that they missed out on sales. And they probably did, because people were like, I'm going to go get it. Oh, it's not on PC or whatever. All right, well, never mind. And then they forgot about it and moved on, because that's how things go. What else do we have? The live service The Last of Us game. I don't know about there was the factions. Is that what it was called? I bet it's factions. Yeah. Because there was a multiplayer mode in The Last of Us Part 1 that wasn't present in Last of Us Part 2, and we know is coming as part of The Last of Us Part 1 remake, but it's just not in the game right now. So maybe that. Hey, Rochi, what's up? We're talking about the PlayStation showcase that's coming out on Tuesday and trying to discuss and talk and predict what could be in there. There's supposed to be a new Twisted Metal game coming out. There's also supposed to be a Twisted Metal movie or show or something coming out, right? Like, everything, like, it's weird because we moved so far away for the longest time from movie tie-ins. Like, licensed video games based off of movies and shows were always historically just some of the worst fucking video games in history. And now what we're seeing instead is we're seeing movies and shows based on licensed video game properties and getting new video games in that series as a way to get extra profit off of the movies and shows that are being made based off the video game. Like, what a weird full circle that came around, right? Of like, I make the movies now. Like, oh, how the turntables. I am in shock to did. What else do we have in here? Marvel's Spider-Man 2. That'll absolutely be there. No question. Spider-Man 2 was announced to be coming out this year, and we have not seen anything for it. Not really. So, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, you are getting a release date on Tuesday. I mean, the consumer is older now, yeah. And all the people that grew up playing video games and not watching TV have their own money now. And they're like, shit, we need their money. We get their money. So yeah, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Here's the thing, right? This thing's going to be an hour long, but there was also the last state of play that we had was like 47 minutes long, 43, and 20 minutes of that was all dedicated to Suicide Squad, Murder the Justice League, or Kill the Justice League, whatever the moniker on that game is. Suicide Squad, Murder the Justice League is what I'm going to call it. And so, like, it was like half the show, you know? It was 43 minutes, and we talked about Suicide Squad for half of it. I would not be surprised if this is an hour-long show, and 20 minutes, 25 minutes of it is dedicated to something like Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It could be Death Stranding 2. It could be Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It could be a whole bunch of things. But I bet that hour long is not an hour long of 3 to 6 minute announcements, and instead a handful of 3 to 6 minutes announcements, and then probably like a 20-minute long showcase of some big project. What else do we have that I'm literally just pulling off of other people's lists, by the way. Like, I did not have the time to research all the studios that Sony owns and stuff. Especially with the new animated movie coming out too. Yeah, the Enter the Spider-Verse. Is that what it's called? It's the new animated one. You already said that. So what else do we got? Okay, here's one that I would really like to see there, okay? Little game called Lost Soul Aside, okay? Man, I really hope that we get to see at least a release window on Lost Soul Aside. If you haven't seen Lost Soul Aside, I will try to remember to put a link to our reaction to it down below. Lost Soul Aside was a hyper indie game that was being made by somebody overseas somewhere. And they took a huge amount of inspiration from Final Fantasy 15, especially the way that Noctis teleports around using his weapons, and just had this amazing display of a game that they were wanting to make and work on. It's a beautiful action game. And everyone was super hyped about it, and then Sony was like, we will give you a lot of money to make that. And the developer was like, okay. And so Sony came in as a publisher and essentially funded them setting up a larger studio to be able to actually get the game made. And we saw some of the fruits of that last year, I think. And so I hope that that game is getting closer in a way that we might be able to have a release month maybe. I really hate release years, okay? Like, if Lost Soul Aside is there and it's like coming 2024, I'm like, well, okay. Hopefully arriving in the next 18 months. Got it. But that could be the end of that 18 months. And then in 12 months, during the PlayStation Showcase in May of 2023, they come out and be like, all right, Lost Soul Aside releasing December 4th, 2024. And then we come to the freaking Tokyo Game Show in September, and they're like, Lost Soul Aside has been delayed until February 2025. And I'm like, God damn it. If you can't tell, I'm getting really tired of games getting announced way too early. Lost Soul Aside gets a pass because it was originally just like somebody, it was like one or two people working on it on the side, indie. They were putting clips out on Twitter. They got one trailer made and put up on YouTube, and then they got a whole lot of attention. You are completely an exception to this in every way. I'm mostly shouting at somebody else that we'll talk about later. Rise of the Ronin is the upcoming game coming from Team Ninja. It's which they just released Wolong Fallen Dynasty, but they have Rise of the Ronin coming out that I believe is exclusive to PlayStation 5. And it is a new Soulsian game from them. And if it's coming out in 2024, that's still, 12 to 18 months away, depending on where it's releasing in the year. But we should probably be seeing a little bit more of it soon. Stellar Blade. Formerly known as Project Eve, also known as the game where everyone was checking out high-res cyborg booty. But it also looks like a really damn good character action fighter, okay? A spectacle fighter on the realm of Bayonetta. Stellar Blade looks really, really great. It's supposed to come out in 2023. It is May. We do not have a release date. We need a release date. We need one bad, y'all. I would love one just so that I can figure out plans. Like, don't put it too close to Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 releases the end of June 22nd. So, maybe push Stellar Blade to, like, August? August sounds good. Yeah. August is still summer. Yeah, there you go. August 2023. Do it. If I had a calendar ready, I would even give you a specific day, but I don't have a calendar immediately at my fingertips. But speaking of Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 16 is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's not going to be on any other platforms, at least not right away. I imagine after 1 to 2 years, it will find its way onto PC, likely through the fucking Epic Games Store. If it's not through the Epic Games Store, then it will at least be on Steam. But Square Enix and Sony are like, Epic Games Store. We like them giving us their money. So Final Fantasy 16 will be there, okay? Absolutely. There's going to be at least one trailer for Final Fantasy 16. It releases in a month. It'll be out in less than a month when this showcase comes off. It's going to probably be like the final trailer before the launch trailer, right? It'll be... There was a dedicated state of play to Final Fantasy 16 last month, something like that. So Final Fantasy 16 is going to be there. I don't expect it to get a whole lot of attention, just like one extra trailer, probably realm of 3 to 5 minutes. Big cinematographic would make sense to be there. I would be shocked if it wasn't there. But let's talk about a couple of the elephants in the room, okay? We brought up Final Fantasy, which is Square Enix, okay? Square Enix are the ones that piss me off the most because I love their products a lot, but they're really bad about announcing them, and I'm not joking, 10 years too soon. Jesus Christ, guys. Square Enix, you suck at this. Now, Square Enix in an earnings call did recently just talk about how they're wanting to refocus on the AAA experience and deliver high quality games that brings, like, I forget what their stupid corporate speak was. And everyone was like, yes, Square Enix, do that. Please. Do that. But here's the thing, okay? Square Enix's largest competition is itself. I know that sounds weird, right? But a lot of people will be like, well, what about like Bandai Namco? No. It's not Bandai Namco. Square Enix's biggest competition is Square Enix, and here's why, okay? Square Enix makes JRPGs that appeal to Western audiences. And I know that Square Enix recently was like, we don't want to appeal to the Western audiences anymore, not as strong as we used to, and that's why we sold off all of our studios and sold them for a song. And it's like, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, most of their money comes from Western sales. Comes from us freaking Americans and us them there Europeans buying up them their Final Fantasy games and similar titles, okay? Bandai Namco makes some anime-ass games, okay? Bandai Namco is the anime studio. They're the people that make, like, the Tales series. They make every single anime licensed game, whether it's, like, One Piece Odyssey or Dragon Ball or whatever, right? All of the anime-ass anime stuff that people are like, that's too fucking weeby for me. Where's my Teen Titans, which is the most anime Western cartoon ever, aside from maybe Avatar The Last Airbender. They're the ones that make those games. And those games are not the kind of games that compete with the games that Square Enix makes. Square Enix makes games like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Quest. And speaking of those games, there are games in all of those franchises that have been announced by Square Enix. Dragon Quest 12, Fires of Retribution or whatever, Fires of Fate, that was announced in 2021, I think? Now, mind you, that announcement was a logo, okay? Which, by the way, Square Enix, fuck you. Announcing a game is like... Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6, and they're like, we will begin working on Elder Scrolls 6 when we finish Starfield. And everyone's like, why the fuck did you announce Elder Scrolls 6 back in 2019 if you weren't even going to start working on it until 2023? Square Enix out here announcing freaking Dragon Quest 12 as a logo. We have no idea anything about that game. Another point, Square Enix announced Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2020? I think they announced it in 2020. Maybe it was 2021. What is time? The pandemic devoured all time. And we did get a video. We got to see a cinematic with Sora fighting in what looked like a modern world, our world against a Heartless. And then we have heard nothing else about that project. for years. And everyone's like, where the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 4? Hello? And then we also have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, entry number 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, which they did announce was releasing in winter of 2023. Now, I will remind you that corporate winter, man, oh man, does that sound like an apocalyptic fucking setting? Corporate winter. That sounds awful. That sounds like a world that I would loathe to exist in. Corporate winter is from the solstice winter, December 22nd through December 23rd through March 22nd, or whatever it is. So winter 2023 can literally be from the very end of December to basically the end of March, which means that it is probably actually releasing early 2024. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, if it does not get delayed, is probably releasing in February of 2024. I say February because that's the month that Kingdom Hearts 3 released in 2019, and it was the original month that Final Fantasy VII Remake was supposed to release in 2020. It got delayed till April, but it was originally supposed to release in February. That is still only 9 months away. Even if it's February 2024, that is 9 months from now. We have received this much for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We've received this much for Kingdom Hearts 4. We have received basically nothing for Dragon Quest 12. Okay? And here's the thing is that, like, what I mean by Square Enix's largest competition is Square Enix is that Final Fantasy 16 comes out next month in June. Okay? And if you announce before that game comes out, what are the games that are going to compete with Final Fantasy 16? Stellar Blade, but that's we'll set that one aside. The other games that compete with it are fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, they're not going to want to talk too much about those games until they've gotten their sales from Final Fantasy 16. It's the same reason everyone's like, where's Final Fantasy 16? Where's Final Fantasy 16? And I'm like, they will talk about it after they're done getting their money from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Boom howdy, shortly after Final Fantasy VII Remake was out and they got their sales, bam, Final Fantasy 16. Because they didn't want to cannibalize their own sales by advertising their next game. Now here's the question though. PlayStation Showcase, May 24th, Tuesday. It is 29 days before June 22nd, which is when Final Fantasy 16 releases. Is Square Enix going to put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Kingdom Hearts 12, Kingdom Hearts 12 will all be dead by the time we get to Kingdom Hearts 12. The Earth will have experienced the sun going fucking nuclear. The heat death of the universe will come before Square Enix can manage to get its ass to Kingdom Hearts 12. Dragon Quest 12, Kingdom Hearts 4, I don't think we see them. I don't think we see any of them. Because Square Enix is going to want to push Final Fantasy 16. But then that raises the question of like, well, what the fuck? When are they going to talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Especially if it's supposed to be out in 9 months. When are they going to announce it, right? When are they going to talk about it? As a couple of options. San Diego Comic-Con is July 20th through the 23rd, although it's not normally huge on video game announcements. We have QuakeCon on August 10th. No. THQ Nordic on August 11th. Absolutely not. Gamescom, though, is August 23rd, which would be, what, almost exactly 2 months after Final Fantasy 16 releases? Maybe. But that would mean that they are operating on a 6-month marketing window for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is not a very large marketing window. That said, I also don't feel like they need a very large marketing window, right? Like, I feel like the vast majority of people that are going to buy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth were sold on it the day they announced it. And I don't feel like they needed to really push it much farther beyond that. So I don't expect to see Kingdom Hearts 4 there. I don't expect to see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth there. And I don't expect to see Dragon Quest 12 there. They're going to push Final Fantasy 16 one last time, get their sales, and then after they've gotten their initial big bulk of sales from Final Fantasy 16, they will advertise Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, probably in August. And then we'll have 6 months until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth ends up hitting out. And then once that comes out, we will get whichever one of those games is next. Whether it is whether it is Dragon Quest 12 or Kingdom Hearts 4, whichever one of those is closer when it comes to Square Enix's big litany of games that they can just continue to trudge and devour their way through, it will be one of those. But I don't think we hardly see anything on those until after Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And if we do, it'll be a short teaser trailer or something like that at like the Game Awards at the end of the year. And that's when I could maybe see us getting something, but otherwise I don't think we get anything at that point. So I don't expect to see anything of those lines there. As much as so many people would love for them to, it's not going to. That said, there is going to be something besides Final Fantasy 16 there that is Final Fantasy, and that is Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. And that doesn't compete with Final Fantasy 16 because it's a fucking mobile title and it's a gacha game, okay? That will be there. We will probably, unless it gets delayed again. Mind you, this game was supposed to release in September of 2022, and it is now May of 2023. And the company that is developing Ever Crisis, it is still on their list of games to release this year. We've not seen anything in terms of a release date or anything like that. That will likely be at the play. Oh, wait, no, it might not be. It might not be. Because if the game is mobile only, we're not going to see it at a PlayStation State of Play. Unless the game is coming to PlayStation, we will not see it there. Shit, I'm wrong. I mean, it might, okay? It might. We are seeing some gacha games make their way onto consoles. The MiHoYo titles like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail are on PlayStation. I don't think we've actually seen anything from Square Enix that's a mobile game make its way onto PlayStation, but we might. Maybe this will be the first one. And yeah, I'm with you, ick on the gacha game, but I'm still going to play the ever-living hell out of Ever Crisis mostly because they are going to put Before Crisis in it as a story section, and it'll be the only way to play through Before Crisis's story. So, yeah. And I thankfully am able to, like, keep myself in check when it comes to mobile games, but I still do not like gacha games as a concept. So yeah, we won't see Ever Crisis there unless it's being brought. Dang. That sucks. Disappointed. Okay. All right. So what are some other things that we can see there? Baldur's Gate 3 releases in August. It could be there. Sure. That game makes me so grumpy. Stupid early access period and the way that they handled that. Here's the other one, though. The day of this recording, it is Thursday, May 18th right now. And this morning was the initial trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. Yes, it is called Mortal Kombat 1. They went from 11 to 1 because damn modern video games are fucking weird when it comes to the way that they release shit. So Mortal Kombat 1 was announced. It is releasing in September of 2023. We have not seen a gameplay trailer yet. It's going to be here. That is how they've done like the last 2 Mortal Kombat games. They released their cinematic trailer, and then a week later they released the gameplay trailer. What's a week later? This is. So there'll be a gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. Here is probably one of the ones that I want to see the most there, and that is Pragmata. Really want to see Pragmata. Pragmata looks really cool. And I really hope that it's there, and I hope that we get a release date, and I hope that the release date is this year. Boy, howdy. There's some other gimmies. We'll probably see something for Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is currently in its like pre-marketing phase. Street Fighter 6 releases in like a week and a half. It releases on June 2nd, so it'll probably be there. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something from Blizzard, maybe something for Overwatch / Diablo 4. Diablo 4 releases June 6th, so that could easily be there. Is there anything else? There's a couple of rumors. Obviously, these are just rumors. So, Blue Point Studios, these are the people that did the Demon's Souls remake, as well as the Shadow of the Colossus remake that are both exclusive to PlayStation. They have been working on their next project for a while now, and people have been wondering what their project is. Now, there's been a rumor and a half that it's been... And there was a rumor for a while that it was Legend of Dragoon, and then that got shot down, I believe. The one that's been going around a lot is the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. But that was talked about like 10 fucking years ago. And like Konami is starting to dip their toe back into video games, because we saw like the Silent Hill 2 remake coming from Bloober Studio, the people that made The Medium. That game is coming out sometime in the future. So, you know, Konami is open, I wouldn't say open for business again, but they're at least around in the slightest bit. So maybe we are going to see a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake sometime in the near future, right? And if so, cool. Will we see it now? I don't know. Would it be through Blue Point? Maybe. But I don't know if they're the ones to do it necessarily. They could be. But there's another game that, and I hate to evoke the name of God, it's fucking Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne was released in 2015, and before Elden Ring, it was considered to be the magnum opus of frickin' From Software. That was a incredible Soulsian game, and it is still restricted to its 2015 release on the PlayStation 4 with shitty frame rate, bad frame timing. It barely runs 30 FPS. And everyone's like, why the hell is there not a PlayStation 5 version of this? Where's the PC version? Where do you guys just hate money? Like, everyone always wants Bloodborne. Bloodborne, Bloodborne. And, like, I would love to see it, too. I want to see that game in, like, a good resolution to where it's not running at, like, 720p, 30 FPS. I want to see that game running at least at 1440p at 60 FPS. You know, show me that nice, big, smooth frame rate of, like, 120 FPS. But where the fuck is it? Nobody knows. And so I would love to see that there. But who knows? But that's about all I got. Both on my own end. There's always, of course, you know, the potential for just a surprise, right? There could be absolutely just somewhere off the wall. I'm trying to think of who else Sony owns. It probably wouldn't... I mean, I guess we might... They didn't do any DLC for God of War 1, did they? Not, like, real DLC. So I don't think we'd see any DLC for God of War Ragnarok coming out of Sony Santa Monica. Insomniac is going to be doing Spider-Man 2, almost guaranteed to be there. Naughty Dog, we might see Factions multiplayer there, but I don't think we'll see what Naughty Dog's next project is there. What else do we have? What other partnerships do they have? The biggest one outside of their first party studios is definitely the Square Enix properties. Death Stranding 2 is very possible. Sucker Punch Studios, whatever they're working on next, is possible. Could be Ghost of Tsushima 2. It could be something else. Guerrilla Games is who's doing the Horizon Zero Dawn remake. Well, we don't know if that game actually exists, but if it does exist, that could be there. Yeah, so I don't actually have any bets to place on this one. I'll place one, okay? I will place a single solitary bet, okay? If Square Enix has Dragon Quest 12 or Kingdom Hearts 4 at the PlayStation Showcase, I'll give 5 gifted subs. I'm not going to bet on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because they did have that short little teaser trailer at the Game Awards, and I could see them doing another one here, but really wanting to put their focus onto Final Fantasy 16, and then they'll really start pushing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth after Final Fantasy 16 is out. So it needs to be Dragon Quest 12 or Kingdom Hearts 4. If either of those are actually at this fucking showcase, 5 gifted subs. I don't have anything else that I really want to bet on, though. Not that wouldn't be just a literal pipe dream. Like, I would love a new game from Arc System Works, people that created Guilty Gear Strive. They just announced their newest DLC character, Asuka, for Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive came out in 2020, so the game is 3 years old. But Guilty Gear Strive also has their hands in so many pots. And there's been a very strong rumor going around that their next game is going to be Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, which, meh, I don't care. I would love a new Blaze Blue game more than anything else, but the heads at the company have said that I mean, obviously, you know, they could have just been lying out their teeth, but they've said that they will make a new Blaze Blue game when they feel like there is something that they can do uniquely with it, which, so, don't got anything else I don't want to put forward, but that is the very long of what could be at the PlayStation Showcase Tuesday, May 24th, 2023. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you think it could be, what you'd like to be there, what you know will or will not be there, and we can hold each other and cry together, because that's the reality of what's going to happen, and I'm sorry for that. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to get out of here. We got other stuff that we got to do, check out, and all of that. So let me know what you thought of all of this. Put your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Let's have a conversation. We've been having a conversation with chat because this video was recorded live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right. I can't think of anything else that I'm like, definitely that. Definitely that. All right, where are we at now? Needing to change hats. How much time we got left on this next battle? 18 minutes. Far World Pioneers it is. 18 minutes is actually not a bad time. Can't say I'm familiar with FPS titles to give good guesses. Most of the good guesses I rattled off, so. I rattled off most of them. Let's do Above Snakes next. The people that are hoping that frickin' Kingdom Hearts 4 or Dragon Quest 12 are going to be there. No. No. I mean, I will happily pay the $25 for the gifted subs if I'm wrong. I will happily pay that. But I do not believe, even for a second in my soul, that that is going to be present. This is a much better one. I wish it didn't say Open Alpha Week, but this is from a year ago. But this is a much better screen. That's not bad either. Really like this one though. Use this one. I feel like if they do shoot any of those two, it'll be a quick teaser. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like if Square Enix does show them, I feel like they show both. Like, I feel like instead of them even hinting at their next, like, instead of being like, oh yeah, we're going to start pushing Kingdom Hearts 4, I feel like Square Enix just goes, here, Sony, we love you and you love us. Here's a mini, like, Square Enix Direct that you can slot into your PlayStation Showcase. And it's like Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, frickin' Kingdom Hearts 4, Dragon Quest 12, Nier Automata 2, or whatever the hell is coming from Yoko Taro next. Like, they're just like, here's all of them. That way people can't predict shit. You know, it's like, here's literally everything. I could see them doing that. Here's Babylon's Fall remade. We're gonna try again, y'all. Oh, there's one that I didn't talk about, and it falls into the same category. There is supposed to be a remake of Final Fantasy IX coming sometime soon. Now, Square Enix has never said officially that that is happening under any circumstance. But Final Fantasy IX Remake and Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster were both listed on the NVIDIA leak of all of the stuff that NVIDIA had drivers coming for. And so far, that NVIDIA leak has not been wrong once. As much as everyone's like, oh, it's just placeholders and stuff, it has been correct in every single circumstance. And so there almost assuredly is a Final Fantasy IX remake somewhere in the works. But again, I doubt if they do announce it, it'll be a fucking title screen or something. But Square Enix's biggest competition is Square Enix. And that probably sucks ass for them. Because they're like, shit, okay, so we're going to release Final Fantasy 16 in June, and then we need to give 6 months of time in between then and when we release Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, but we can't cross the streams of the marketing because otherwise we will hurt the sales of both games. Okay, but Dragon Quest 12 is almost done, boss. Oh, it doesn't get to be released for a year because we got to release Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth first, and then we can start pushing Dragon Quest 12. And then after Dragon Quest 12, we can do Kingdom Hearts 4. And they fight themselves because all of their product, like Square Enix makes Square Enix games. And if you like Square Enix games, you buy all of them. So, all right, let's talk about this next game. We hit up some more of the clock. That's good for us. Put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emotes fit your fancy, whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. And let's get started. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Above Snakes. Quite the title. And this is a open world survival crafting game, but from the couple of the little clips that I saw while I was gathering the marketing material to make this video, it's got a unique prospect to it. And I'll let the game talk for itself. So let's go here. We got 5 trailers, announcement, a teaser, gameplay, an alpha week. That's from last year. And then the official release date reveal. So let's go back and see what the game looked at back during its initial announcement trailer of May 20th, 2021.
It was a mild summer night when the sky began to rain fire.
That was a meteor.
They tried to bury the ones they lost.
Oh.
What have they done to deserve this fate?
Thank you for not hesitating and just shooting that. This art direction's really excellent. Craft your own world. Yeah, so this is the unique prospect that I was talking about. The way that the world generates itself in these big chunks.
I hope that I can stay above snakes.
Are you just saying that you don't want to die so you don't get buried in the ground? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what they're saying. Here's the teaser trailer. I wonder if there's a limit to how much it expands out, right? Like, they're only on a single square right now. I wonder if enemies... Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question, I think, pretty handily. Let me go back to that screen real quick. I apologize. So, these colors have to mean something, right? So, there's like green, orange, yellow. Maybe this is red instead of orange. So, I imagine that each of these colors gives you an idea of like what's there, and then it generates when you decide to go in that direction. Okay. I'm just guessing. I have no actual idea. I like these snap building mechanics. It looks pretty good. I like that they built the roof here and they made this first like nice little apex roof here. This looks great, right? And then they still had one more piece of the roof that needed covered, and they didn't know how to put it on because they only had the flat angle. So they just spun it and then film faded. They're like, cut it, go to the next slide, we got nothing, I don't know what to put there. Oh man. All right, so this is the official gameplay trailer. This is from January of 2022. Welcome in, Toko. I wonder what the breakpoints for the game are. And what I mean by that is, like, do enemies show up only in new squares? Wait, you choose what the land next to you is? Am I understanding this right? Because they ran up to the side. You need 2 logs and 1 rock to explore that direction. And then you can choose between lake, prairie, and farmland. So, like, farmland has no water sources, but it does have food, crafting materials, and loot. The prairie doesn't have water, but it has food and some crafting. I imagine farmland might be more dangerous. There's not, like, a danger scale on here. And the lake has only food. No water sources, though. It's a lake. Anyway. So they chose farmland. And zombies did show up on one of those blocks that came down. Oh god, why would you do that? They got a dodge roll. It's got a day-night cycle of sorts, too. Why were you standing in the middle of that? Who's on the train? Got a full-on anvil. Got a doggo. Above Snakes, now live on Kickstarter, except it's not because the game's about to release on Steam. Okay, this is the opening Alpha Week trailer. This is from a year ago as well. This is from June 13th of 2022. This Alpha Week has already come and gone, but we'll see if there's anything new in this trailer anyway. I have the Steam page. We'll check it out after we get through the trailers. I've not seen any indication of multiplayer in this, and that's fine. I'm just curious on whether it has it at all. Can you swim? Interesting. A whole lot of zombies showed up around them. I wonder if the zombies slowly start to come to, like, try to overwhelm you. Huh. I have questions. That's a good thing, though. Like, it means that I actually have, like, some interest in, like, what's happening on the screen right now. Okay, last one. Release date reveal trailer. Spoilers, the 25th. In terms of when this video goes live, it might be today. Either today or tomorrow. Hey, there's a different person this time. And we see some NPCs now. We got a hint of there being NPCs previously with the train. That's the first time we saw, like, a merchant. That's a ghost. That's a zombie. That zombie hit you. Don't go in the church. That's always a bad idea. There are dungeons with giant skeletons. This game changed a whole lot from one trailer to the next. Now, mind you, this was from March 24th, 2023, so there was almost a year of development in that time. Okay, above snakes, piece by piece, create your own world and survive in this Wild West-inspired survival RPG. Craft, farm, hunt, build your base, and fight in order to stay alive. Open world survival crafting is going to be releasing on May 25th. I wanted to see... It is single player. Okay, I'm not super surprised. There was nothing in any of these trailers that gave me an illusion that it might have multiplayer in any circumstance. I just like to know. It would have been, I think it would have been a cool game to have multiplayer as an option in it. But I'm not surprised that it doesn't have it. Maybe that's something that they can add later, because that'd be really cool. The concept of this game's super neat, right? Like, I don't see anything that's really, like, revolutionary in terms of, like, shaking up the open world survival crafting gameplay loop by any stretch. But the concept of the way that the world generates in these big chunks, and you can even influence the way that those chunks are generated, it could make for a lot of very interesting plays, because you could, you know, set yourself a challenge of like, oh, I always pick this if it's available, right? And you're like, I always pick farmland, which means that I'm always going to have a lot of loot, but I'm also always going to have a lot of zombies, and we'll see if I can avoid getting overwhelmed or something like that. It looks cool, though. I like its art direction a lot. It looks very chill, you know, like almost just a very relaxing time, despite you trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse. Don't question it too much. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I initially thought I was going to when I saw the screenshots and a couple of clips when I was actually getting these videos and stuff together to make this video. So yeah, very cool. Very cool. I will have to see what its actual final price point is and potentially check it out. So yeah, that's Above Snakes. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Definitely doesn't seem stressful in the least. It doesn't. Like, even when there was a lot of zombies, it looked like you had complete ability to probably get away from them fairly reasonably and had multiple options of how to dispatch them. So definitely looks like it could be a fairly relaxing time, which is great to have and great to see. While also, you know, still scratching that 7 Days to Die itch a little bit, you know? So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Put them down in the comments below. If you can't tell, I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more. And if you want to talk with me, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I am very active on both. Hit me up. Let's have a conversation. We've been having a conversation with chat because this video was recorded live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right. Should be about time for that battle. Why didn't chat come back? Hi, chat. Welcome back. Should be about time for that battle, I think. And then we have 3 left. Yeah. Yeah, one minute remaining. What do we have left? Boop and boop and boop. Okay. All right, last minute, everybody. If you're somebody that likes to wait until the last minute, now's your chance to get into the battle. As I see Athena jump in. Why, Stream Elements, why are you busted? Why do you say sub 0 of 25? You're a liar. I know that you're a liar. Like, Fee just subbed earlier. I can see what that number is by looking at my Twitch dashboard. I don't count. Apparently, according to Stream Elements, none of you count. Stream Elements was like, get out of here. And you're like, oh. All right, what we got? A Gladiator, Berserk. We got a whole lot of melee. All right, I'll give you the power to slay, baby. Oh, I need to change shirts. I'll be right back. Yes, kill them! Kill them! Murder. Nothing like some good old casual murder on a Thursday evening. Good work, everybody. One vampire and one gladiator going to Angel and Fee, respectively. Time for a loyalty gold chest, and it's a question mark, which I hate. No crystals though, so that's kind of a good sign. I don't see any defensive units either, just a bunch of melee units. So we're actually going to go like this and go with this artillery right here on the side. Place your units, everybody. This probably isn't last. The next battle will probably be last. This is a loyalty gold chest. The next one is a loyalty scrolls chest. But we'll do the System Shock remake next, and I expect that one. Or do we want to do Lord of the Rings Gollum next? Both of those are going to be long, is the thing. Let's do System Shock. System Shocker, and yeah, let's do System Shock. Yeah, all right. I have made my decision. You got a better screen than that? Speaking of things that are probably going to be at the PlayStation State of Play, maybe System Shock. Since I didn't realize this, the newest trailer I have for this game that releases next fucking week is 11 months old. There is not a newer trailer in here. Well, that was loud as hell. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. 2 trailers here. Let me take another look here real quick. System Shock trailer. Official teaser trailer from Night Dive. Summer of Gaming 2022. PC Gaming Show.
PC Gamer. Humans interface.
Peggy 18.
Humans.
Gonna head off. Thank you so much for hanging around, Fee, and chatting. I appreciate it a lot. Have a good night. Rest well. Okay. Okay. All right. Over to this screen. Everyone put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emotes fit your fancy, whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. And then we'll get started. All right, here we go. On to the next one. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out System Shock, or more specifically, the System Shock Remake, which is different from System Shock Remaster, because now it's a remake, and it's different from System Shock 3, because that game got canceled, okay? That's the journey that we've been on, and that's the journey that I went on to figure out what the hell this game actually is. Now, obviously, System Shock 1 and 2 were games back from the early PC days, and were very beloved titles, but they are quite old, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a comparison, okay? Because when it comes to games that have this very long history, and we're going from the old to the new, one of my favorite things to do in this reaction video is to go, if I can, find trailers from the old games so that we have a point of comparison going into the new one. Now, mind you, it's not perfect. I do have 2 of older trailers that we'll check out first before making our way into the modern day. This first one is for System Shock Enhanced Edition, and then we have System Shock 2. So this one might look a little bit better than System Shock 2, depending on how enhanced it is, but let's find out. Because you can still play System Shock 1 and 2. They are accessible. But they are quite old.
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and probes scan your body. I will have your secret. And you will learn more about pain than you ever wanted to know.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, man. You know, I've played a lot of games like this, both from when I was young and like semi-recently. It's actually impressive how well they hold up in a lot of ways. Whew!
The Tachyon mining beam is being made ready to
Destroy human cities.
Some high-end texture work right there. What are you doing to that man's head? No! Oh. Oh, well. System Shock Enhanced Edition. All right. Now let's take a look at something maybe slightly newer. These are what we're considered retro games these days. Oh, but Toko, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. I'm so sorry. But the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii are all considered retro games. Yeah. Sorry.
To be afraid.
Can somebody let me out?
That whole generation is considered retro now.
Rachel, kids, I'm sorry.
System Shock 2 got kind of a Half-Life feeling to it. Definitely a lot newer, though. Just in the general overall graphics of it. I don't know if I would say it looks better, because this was in like the early days of 3D models and stuff where everything just kind of looked a little weird. Hey, Shadon, what's up? What's up, evil AI? It's good to see you too. I feel like they came out yesterday. I'm sorry. They're approaching 20 years old. It's not that far away. The PlayStation 3 came out in 2006, I think. All right. So now we're going to move into the new title. Now, mind you, we're still a ways out, okay? Because this was back when it was called the System Shock Remaster, and this is from March of 2017. So, still got a few steps to make. Viewer discretion is advised.
Look at you.
You're a hacker. Bug. How would you call this a remaster? Bullshit. Of course, I guess 6 years ago, what we defined as remake and remaster and stuff might have been a bit different, but this is definitely just a remaster, even at this point. Not a remaster, a remake. Because you're going from, like, 3D pixel hallways to full-on, like, modern 3D environments. I don't want to be your test subjects pre-GLaDOS. Oh, actually, maybe the smallest little bit of gameplay in there. Hitting a horrible beastie beast with a mace and missing terribly. Good job. Sounds like a pro gamer play. Bonk. Bonk. Dang. Oh, it's a lovely room of death. You should just leave him there. Turn right. The other guy you had to hit like 17 times to kill. Like, why'd that one only take 3? I'm so good at counting. It's an interesting gun. Zap them both. Why did they not turn at you? Oh! That's pretty good physics work. Neat. You know, given that this was 6 years ago, I was honestly expecting this to look a lot worse than it does.
Waiting to be set free.
Powered by Unreal Engine 4, and we're on Unreal Engine 5 now. All right, here is pre-alpha gameplay trailer. That was from March of 2017. This is from July of 2016? Oh. Did I get my trailers mixed up? Whatever. We're here. That's cool looking. Charging. They really were. Their little electric meter went up. This one, like, so this footage is older. I had my trailer slightly out of order. And I can see where this one is trying to be a little bit more of what feels like a remaster. We got a lot more pixelation in a lot of areas. In terms of like a lot of the texture work on the walls and stuff is trying to have like a picture, a pixel essence about it. To where it wants you to still feel like you're playing the first game while it's made in like a 3D environment. Like using modern tools and assets. It's hanging out by Saturn, you know, like you do. Okay, what do we got next? Now we're going to jump forward a nice solid 5 years and go to February 2021 for the official teaser trailer.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of
There's still like a neat pixel edging on everything. Not him though, but definitely like the items, right? Like they held the gun out and you could see this cool pixel edging on it.
as you run through my corridors.
Yeah, I like that art direction. That's fun. Like a lot, like not everything has this pixel influence on it, but there's plenty of that. Oh, hell the fuck no. What? No. What the fuck was that? I've never played System Shock, by the way. I played like Doom and Wolfenstein 64 and stuff like that. I never got my hands on a copy of System Shock, but that was absolutely no. Pre-order now and receive System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition for free. I wonder if that's still true. Okay, and now we have the latest trailer, at least that I could find, which is the official trailer from the Summer of Gaming back in fucking June of 2022. Now, this game is supposed to release May 30th of 2023, and this video is being recorded before the PlayStation Showcase on May 24th, so maybe it'll be there that there will be like a launch trailer or something, but if this game is set to come out on May 23rd, which I believe it even still says on the Steam page, yep, not May 23rd, May 30th, that is not very far away for there to still not be a trailer that is newer than 11 months ago, but by all means, here we go.
18.
Humans interfacing with computers.
For their own entertainment.
The very notion disgusts
Me. Look upon my works, foul creatures.
and weep at its magnificence. It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station.
Humanity is
Is on the verge of a new era. I, Shodan, am its new
God.
look
Very
at you,
similar
hacker.
pieces to what we saw already.
Creature of meat
And bone. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
you are an insect.
That was cool.
You are nothing. I create.
These environments are awesome looking.
I iterate. I
Fuse flesh and
Steel.
into perfection.
That's still terrifying and I hate it.
My children.
Their blood is on your hands.
You will suffer for your transgressions.
These are my avenging angels, and they will have retribution.
Fucking elevator music. Oh my god. That was a pretty good trailer. That was definitely, like, I am glad that the latest trailer is definitely the best one. Now that said, I think this might be a different trailer. It looks similar, but it starts out differently. So let's see. We don't got her being all evil in the background. It says alpha build in the corner there. How long is this? A minute. Okay. This might be older. I have no idea. I have no way of knowing. This is just one of the trailers on the Steam page. I enjoy the way it looks. Lots of different, like, consumables down on that bottom bar. I'm guessing that's supposed to be your life in the top left. No, you got your life in the top right. Top left is just like a heartbeat monitor. Wonder if there's an extra resource you need to manage. Can't get too stressed out. Looks good. Huh. All right. Anyway, extra little short video from the Steam page. I think this is actually already for sale. Yeah, so it's going to be $40, which is actually a pretty, I'm going to say like a pretty aggressive price point. And you do still, wait. Pre-order now and receive System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition for free once it's released. Once it's released, System Shock Enhanced Edition, System Shock 2. System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition is not in here. When is it being released? Like, I have questions. It's fine. Don't answer those. It'll be okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's the System Shock remake. I've seen some skepticism on the internet for this, and it mostly seems to be coming from people that are System Shock fans, which I understand very heavily when it comes to something that you really love and enjoy being remade and being questionable about it, because like, how faithful is it going to be? How much are you going to like it? Stuff like that, right? I totally get that. I don't have that like precondition of having experienced the source material before, and so coming into this as someone new to the System Shock franchise, I think this looks really cool. But, you know, maybe you can explain to me why you don't feel that way. So, yeah, that's the System Shock remake. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. But if you're all on board, if you're not, please explain, break it down. I am happy to read your comment, and we can have a conversation. Speaking of have a conversation, I like to talk, if you can't tell. Two great places to talk to me are Twitter and Discord. I'm very active on both, and there's links for those down in the description below. And this video is recorded live on Twitch, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you watch one of the other videos on the channel, it's after midnight, I'm sorry. Or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All righty then. How much time do we have left? We have 9 minutes. Okay. There are still 2 more that I need to do. One that I need to do, but it will take more than 9 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do this Far World Pioneers one, because this one I think I can get done within that time frame. And then we will go from there. So let me get this set up and ready. Well, we're using the other one because that one has all this shit all over it. All right. Everyone put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. Whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. And let's get started. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Do it. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Far World Pioneers. And on initial glance of the screenshot of this game when I was getting these trailers together, this looks like freaking Terraria, okay? Now, to some people, that's a great sign. Some people, I don't know how you feel about it, and some people might not know what the hell I'm talking about. Terraria is essentially 2D Minecraft made out of pixel art with a whole lot more combat. But I don't actually know if that's what this is going to be. It's just what it looked like. So let's find out. We only have 2 trailers with the announcement trailer, and I think it's the release date trailer. No, it's 2 announcement trailers, but they're different lengths and were released at different times. So bear with me. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Wow, hold on. That at a glance, if you took this screenshot and went, hey, what game is this? I would have went, that's Terraria, and then moved away from it. Like, this just looks like Terraria to a point of, like, maybe somebody should be concerned. Who's this being made by? I have it on Steam. It's being made by Igloosoft and Tiny Build. That is not Relogic. Okay, I was about to be like, maybe it's just made by the Terraria team. Aggressively looks like Terraria. All right, continue. We made it. So maybe more like Starbound. Starbound was also made by Relogic, I think, or was like assisted on by Relogic. It definitely looked and played like Starbound very heavily, but you jumped planets instead. I like that they built a door on one side because it's a 2D environment. So all they had to do was just like block that one side. They didn't build a roof, nothing, just a wall over there. PvP, huh? Okay. How far down in the ground do you go? Haven't seen a whole lot of down into the ground. Okay, there's wall grabs. That's cool. Like ledge hangs. Okay, we're down underground now. I'm guessing the end game goal is to get back off the planet, probably. Like, develop far enough to build a rocket to get you back off world. I don't know. Here's the other announcement trailer. That last one was from like 9 months ago. This is from a month ago, so. Oh. From the developers of RimWorld and Starbound. What do you know? You don't say. Cool. I was about to ask if those were spikes on the roof, but I think it's just like a tin roof. Definitely kind of looks like spikes, though. There's like bandit camps that you can raid. It's cool. Damn, a lot of shooting. Need special gear to go through specific environments. Whoa, that's a big tiger. Play solo or with friends. Up to 32 players is what that just said. Jesus. Construct a ship and explore the galaxy. So they're definitely going a relative Starbound route of where you can jump worlds once you get far enough. That's cool. I know that Starbound was something that a lot of the people that played a ton of Terraria were really looking forward to, and then I just released too early. And my understanding is that it's actually a pretty excellent game now, even if you are going from loving Terraria to trying Starbound. But it released in a state that just like it wasn't released in the state that it should have been to really like grasp people's attention. And this looks like it's trying to learn some lessons from that, and that's really cool. So this is releasing on May 30th, right? That's what that said. I know how to read. It does not currently have a price, but let's see what Starbound costs right now on Steam. Starbound is $15 right now. I would expect this game to probably be somewhere in that relative same space. Maybe not exactly, like somewhere between $10 to $20, right? Somewhere in that relative realm. Where it ends up landing, though, we'll see. It's also coming to Game Pass. There you go. Boom, bam, howdy, Bob's your uncle. Xbox Game Pass, nice little symbol right there. Just if you already have a Game Pass subscription, throw it on your Game Pass. You can load it up on there, give it a try. You got friends on Game Pass, load it up with them. Boom, bam, Bob's your uncle. Sweet. Okay, which, I mean, that makes it a really easy risk-free trial if you are already a Game Pass subscriber like myself. Yeah. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on Farworld Pioneers. If you are a fan of Terraria and or Starbound, let me know how this game is coming across to you. Does it look like it's a new adventure that you might want to go on in terms of like, yeah, I have completely tapped those wells as dry as I possibly can. Let me know how this one's sitting for you, how you feel about it on that palette. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I'm very active on both. Let's have a conversation. And we do stream on Twitch. This video is recorded live on Twitch, and so we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. Do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right, y'all. All right. We need to run that battle because it should be ready in 55 seconds. I'll use that time to go ahead and get the videos for the last one open. This is going to be the last battle. We're going to run this last battle and then do this final react to the upcoming Lord of the Rings game, and then we'll get out of here because it is already past midnight, but I needed to get these done so that I can work on editing these over the next, handful of days, so that they can go live on the YouTube channel next week, because I won't have another chance to record these, so they got to get recorded now. Yeah. Oh, most of these trailers are like super short. All right, perfect timing. Let's run that battle. Give me the high ground. All right. Because there's so much melee in here. The real question will be, can my shots get there before the barbarians and the war beasts murder it all? Jolly good work, everybody. We have 200 gold. It could be yours for 420 channel points. Most skills go into Shmai, followed by Angel, and then Seraphi. Most assists go into Shmai, followed by a tie between Tokozuna, Posh Auto, 325, and then everyone else. Going random in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Angel with gold. Back to the map. Go ahead and close that down. All right, and... Oh, I'm sorry, Athena. You used the wrong reward anyway. Didn't need to be the super boss. I know I need to update the redemption to not say that it can be used on the channel point ones. I have so many channel points. That's fair. All right. Last video, everybody. Put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy, whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. Last one. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out The Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Now, a game that should have been a lot more hype than it has ultimately become. This game releases on May 25th, and boy howdy is it just getting dragged through the mud. We'll take a look at it before we talk about some of the reasons that it's getting dragged. We're going to go back to the official teaser trailer from August of 2020 and work our way to today. So we'll just start there. It's all very cinematic. My precious. That is correct, Toko. It is all about Gollum. Okay, so let's go first now into... This is from 1 year ago, well, a little over a year ago. December 9th, 2021, for the Untold Story reveal trailer. Let me make sure that I'm... these are actually backwards. July 7th, March 9th. April 25th. Okay, here's a gameplay overview trailer from July of 2021.
Hey, I'm Harold Riegler, producer at Dedelic Entertainment, and today I'm happy to reveal some exciting details about our upcoming game, The Lord of the Rings, Gollum.
Quiet. This game has always looked rough.
Fascinated us. While being completely essential to the story written by J.R.R. Tolkien, Gollum's long chase for his precious ring has never been told in detail. Yet his incredible journey from Mordor through Mirkwood to the mines of Moria takes players to places they haven't seen like this before, while setting the stage for events that will ultimately decide the fate of all of Middle-earth. Gollum has pretty much traveled everywhere. He's also pretty much met everyone, and by looking at events from his angle, players will experience Middle-earth through the eyes and twisted mind of one of the most iconic characters of all time. All of that in our very own artistic style. From his time in the slave pits of the Dark Tower to his stay with the Elves of Mirkwood, Gollum will creep, sneak, and trick his way past faithful, detailed environments, some of which have never been seen before in such detail. The Lord of the Rings Gollum is a cinematic stealth action adventure. It mixes stealth and parkour gameplay and really leverages Dedelic's expertise in crafting engaging stories. Gollum is no traditional hero. He's learned not to take any sides other than his own, and some of the most powerful beings in Middle-earth want him either captive or dead. In the game, you will meet some iconic characters, but also interesting personalities less known to players, but nonetheless essential to the events unfolding. We've been highly faithful to the descriptions in the books, depicting, for instance, the Moth of Sauron, the Lieutenant of Barad-dûr, who is constantly scheming on behalf of his Dark Lord. In the game, we will see his face for the first time, but also Thranduil, King of the Elves of Mirkwood.
These character models don't look that bad. There are definitely, but they're also not animated or anything. They're just in A poses.
We're working on this amazing project, and we can't wait to show you more. Stay tuned on social media at Gollum Game.
Okay, so let's step again forward. The Untold Story reveal trailer. We haven't gotten to see a whole lot of the gameplay yet, and I know that it does arrive soon in the marketing material. Need to beat that dude over the head with a rock. Wow, that was just very conveniently there. Oh, was that it? Man, I forgot how little they showed for the longest time. Okay, finally getting to the gameplay reveal trailer. So this is from July 7th of 2022.
Something calls us Gollum. What is it, precious? The precious, of course. The precious. We want it. We want it.
Man, like Gollum's model is probably one of the most rough looking in the game, at least at this point. There's a, you know, little short amount, like 10 months worth of development between now and between this trailer and now, but at the same time, like, it looks so rough in so many ways. Like, that foliage looks strange. And what's sad though is there's definitely parts and moments where it does look good, and then you like look at Gollum's hair and you're like, man, I know he's supposed to be like patchy, but that just looks like you taped seaweed to his head, but like not actual seaweed either. Cause like you could describe somebody's hair as like, you know, giving off like a essence of seaweed or something like that. This is a story trailer from March 9th of 2023. Game in development does not represent final quality. They know it looks bad.
Bites steel. Grinds hard stones to kneel. So shiny, yes. So beautiful.
It's a little better. See, those shots right there of like the elven area, those shots look really, really good. Some of these environments look pretty decent, and then you get a close-up of like some of the character models, and they look significantly, they look almost out of place.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. I swears.
But man, environmental artists were slaying, yeah, but the character artists were struggling, and either nobody asked for help or nobody offered it.
Kill it if need be.
See, and here's the thing, there's also a disconnect between the environment artists that we see for like these overview shots, and then when we actually see Gollum moving through the environments, right? I don't know if that was supposed to mean something. Okay, and then we have the RTX trailer, okay? And then after this trailer, this is the last trailer we have, and we'll talk about a couple of things concerning this game. And it concerns RTX. So this is meant to show off the game at its peak settings, essentially. Everything cranked up to maximum, everything ray tracing on, make everything look as good as the game possibly can.
Look at me. Look into the flame.
Although perhaps he does not.
Friend, yes we are.
I do like the environments, though. I like the environments a lot. So here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. It is not shown on any of these trailers, but this is supposed to be the game at peak settings, right? Gollum looks so not good enough here, right? Like he's got it's like I don't know enough about game design and game development to know what elements is missing, whether it's like some subsurface scattering or just the general texture work of his model. But he stands out in such a weird way. And you see it even here when they push open this door. Look at this character on the right. I realize it's a little hard, and I can make it a little bit easier. Hang on. I know how I can make it easier for everyone to see. So if I go like this, go like this, go like this, reopen this trailer, make this trailer shut up, go to 4K, and then come over here to where they throw that door open. And I'll get you a better look at it. Because here I can take a screenshot and then show in folder, open, bam. And then I can zoom in on this one. Now it's going to pixelate a little bit because I'm zooming in on a screenshot from a YouTube video. Mind you, the video was in 4K, so it still should hold, like, it should hold a decent amount of its quality even after being compressed by YouTube. But like, look at this fucking character, y'all. Like, now it's now, it's one thing for models and stuff to not look good in games. Nobody looks good when you pause them. It's like they're photoshopped in. Here's the problem, though. It's okay for something to not look perfect, right? That's not the problem. But the recommended PC specs for Lord of the Rings Gollum have came out, okay? Of like what you would need to run this game. And this RTX trailer that we just got done watching, it is meant to showcase the game at its absolute peak. Everything cranked up to maximum, ray tracing on. And on the recommended spec sheet for this, if you want to run the game the way that they just showed you, okay? The way that, like this, if you want the game to run and look like this, at 4K, 60 FPS, you need a frickin' 4090. And that's with DLSS enabled. So that means to get 4K resolution, 60 FPS, utilizing essentially a cheat to make it not actually native 4K as a way to brute force it a little bit higher to a smoother 60 frame rate of 60 FPS, you need a $1,500 plus graphics card. You need the cutting edge, the newest graphics card that they have, the highest end, just in order to get to 4K 60 FPS with super sampling on. It's not even native 4K. Now, like, native 4K is difficult, but the fact that they're like, you need to use this utility tool to make it trick you into believing it's 4K when it's not actually 4K, and we're going to super sample frames in between. Steam says 4070 recommended. That's probably, yeah, you're probably right. But I'm speaking specifically for 4K. I bet the recommended specs are not to hit 4K. They should be in here somewhere. Yeah, recommended 4070 with DLSS settings, but this, and that is at high preset at 1440p, so not at 4K. So that would be basically to run it on the computer that we have for the screen that we have. We would need, instead of the 3070 Ti that we have, we would need a 4070. 32 fucking gigabytes of RAM. Holy shit, dog. That is insane. That is absolutely nutso. Like, it would be one thing if this game looked out of this world, unbelievable, nothing even came close to it, right? Like, if it was just mind-blowingly beautiful and gorgeous, I'd be like, you know what? Fine. But it doesn't look that good. And for it to have that aggressive of system requirements, like, what were the minimum requirements on that? The minimum requirements is a 3060, and the game looks like ass. The game is ready to put it put it, what? This game is ready to put us into the game with those specs. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. And what it is that, like, I'm guessing the game just is completely crap ass on the back end, and they couldn't figure out a way to optimize it. The game has been in probably some form of development hell for a really long time, and they've just needed to get it out the door. But these system requirements and system specs is unacceptable for a game that looks like this. You are asking for modern hardware that released in the last few months in order to play a game that looks this bad. It's a shame, because the concept of it is cool, right? And it looks like it even actually has the potential to be a decent game. But I don't know how, when you are wanting a 3060, they're wanting a 3060 to run this game at 1080p medium settings. How the fuck does this game run even on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X? And it's not fucking running on an Xbox Series S. It's not on Xbox. Okay, it's only on PlayStation. Oh, wait, no. It might be. That's also a PlayStation. No, it is on Xbox Series X and S. You're expecting this shit to run on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? No way. No way. I don't understand. It must look atrocious. Does it still say that it's releasing on those platforms? Or did they give up on those? No, it still says PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. No. No. No, 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 no. You're trying to tell me that this needs a 3060 or a 4070 and you're going to get it to run on a PlayStation 4? I call BS. Maybe if it's 10 frames per second. Whoo! All right. Well, I mean, we'll know soon enough. This game releases on the 25th, so it's going to be out real soon. 25th? Is it the 25th? What day is it? Yeah, 25th. PS4 is going to be hurting like me trying to run a marathon. Man, it's going to, no. No, no, no. Tragic. Anyway, so yeah, that's Lord of the Rings Gollum. It looks even worse than I thought it did. That said, some of those environments, though, the environment artists, I'm sorry that your work went into this game. We can load the menu. Check it out. I got the menu running at 22 FPS. Get on my level, nerd. What do you got in there? Oh, I got 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, a freaking Ryzen 9 7900X, and a 4080. And I'm able to open the menu at 22 FPS. Yeah. Whew. Oh, no, you cannot get into character select. You're asking the game to load more than like 2 models at a time. Crashes immediately every time. So yeah, that's Lord of the Rings Gollum. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Put them down in the comments below. If you can't tell, I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more. If you want to talk with me, and 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And let's hit me up. Let's have a conversation. I'm active on both those platforms. We've been having a conversation with chat because this video was recorded live on Twitch, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. Gollum is 2 models. Fun. I like it. I like it. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, come bother us on stream. It'll be a good time, and you can look at garbage with us. That's not a good selling point, but regardless. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you, and enjoy. What the hell were they thinking? I can only imagine that this game is having immense issues in development, and the company that's been funding its development or whatever said, fuck it, finish what you can and push it out the door, because we're not spending any more time or money on this. Because boy howdy, is that terrible. Francie's still online. We'll go visit Francie. They won't feel bad for me telling them that I immediately need to go to sleep. They're going for like a Fable like LOTR game. Speaking of Fable, I hope we see Fable at the Summer Games Fest. The new Fable game should be relatively close. I fucking hope anyway. All right, everybody. So I'm going to start the raid and just roll through this real quick because I need to go to sleep because I got to wake up to take the kid to school. These are the socials. Please follow me on Twitter. Go join the Discord. Everything we recorded today is going to go on the YouTube channel. We got new videos every single day. So please go check those things out. I appreciate you a lot. Athena just dropped in the raid message. If you are not a subscriber, you can unlock that raid emote for 100 channel points and take it with you on the raid because you can use those unlocked emotes on other people's channels. I will not be here tomorrow or Sunday or Tuesday. I got a lot of family stuff going on, but I'll be back here on Thursday to cry as we play After Us. I appreciate all of you very, very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Fee, I already know you went to bed, but good night, Fee. Bye, Toko. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, lurkers. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Come back for tears. I'm going to be the one crying. Yay. All right.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Your dreams come true.
I'm trying. I'm trying really hard, okay? I'm doing my best up in here. All right, let's go.